Yeah.
Okay, good. Sherwin, you gonna introduce? I mean, she is the beautiful. I mean, we could go.
Yeah.
Don't even start. Don't even try to say it off. Do not. But Sherwin introduced because this was your guest. You wanted to bring her on.
All righty then, the one, the only, the lady with the highest crown, everyone's auntie, Ifa Abeyo.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm happy to be here. I love y'all.
Well, sure, we love you
Love
too.
you
Where
too.
you
Love
been
you
though? You know, I'm kind of mad at you. You've been everywhere but Texas.
That's true, right? That's true. That's true.
You've been Atlanta. You've been everywhere. But I'm like, when's she coming? When's she coming? I'm gonna have to
I
meet you
gotta
in New
get down
Orleans.
there. I do have to get down there. I have to get down there. Let's see what me and Sherwin, we was hanging out. I took pictures of him. And when me and you was in New Orleans, I took pictures of you. So yeah, I love that. That's I'm getting me a camera. That's gonna be my other thing.
That's what I want. I'm glad you brought it up because I wanted to bring that up. People don't know that you're a photographer, that you like taking pictures.
I really do. I will set up a scene in somebody's store. You know me.
She's not lying. She is not lying. We did a full-blown photo shoot, and Sherwin did too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. It was cool as hell.
Had her standing in front of the band like she was in the band.
But they were looking at me crazy. They was looking at me.
But the pictures came out beautiful.
I was doing it. Did it really did? Even had me trying on hats, everything. It came out really, really good. Eva, didn't you? You even made a tarot deck.
I did because bless your mouth. I always wanted it, but I didn't know how to go about. Then I saw yours in New Orleans, and I was like, "Oh my God, how did you do it?" And you gave me all information. Now I just got my second deck, so I'm retiring the first deck I ever made. And I did the second, and it's mostly just Egon talking. And it is still Ocean's Mirror. I'm going to always keep that name. And I use it. I love it because I don't like the regular decks. Like I can read pictures better than I can read anything else. I love reading pictures, you know. So I just made them all of pictures that I love, pictures from people that are, you know, dear to me and stuff. Because the last one I had your godfather in the deck I retired. Yeah, of course.
I mean, did you get him to pose?
You know what? I took it from, and the card meant, you know how sometimes when he tell you, like, I don't want no excuses. You know, when you know better, you need to do better. Why are you selling yourself short? So I took it when he was in New Orleans and he was sitting on that chair like, okay, tell me something else. Because don't come with me with the mess. So I made him into a tarot card. Him, Houngan, Hector. I made as a tarot card. David Sosa, Candelo, and Porterfield. So I did. Alafia. But it was right. Like so many people that were on there. I did my godfather, Ibaye, passed away. But it was, you know, I couldn't sell them because this was these people, but I considered it as a personal deck of mine. But this new deck that I just done, you know, it's still a practice deck, but I'm working on a deck and it's all pictures that I'm gonna take. You know, things that I, from different monuments and different places I go, and I'm gonna give a book with it to teach them how to read that.
So when the deck coming out? I want it.
2021, because right now I'm working on the book. It's called The View from Where I Sit. And it talks about spirituality, but my journey, where I sit, you know, the view of that I have. So I'm working on that first and foremost before anything.
You know what impressed me when I first met you? Your love for your spirit.
Thank you.
I remember how you would sit at the table in Papa and Mama Star's apartment and you just lit up. You would talk, you would sing. I mean, we were sitting at the table stringing waist beads and you was just into it. And I was like, man, I love this sister. I love the way that she loves and connects with her spirit. It was so impressive to me.
Thank you. I do love my journey. I do love my saints. You know, for those that don't know, I'm crowned Oshun in Ogun and in Lukumi. 3 years old. Being spiritual reading cards for 26 years because my son is 36, so I started when he was 10. But being in Lukumi, it's been 3 years, and it has been a great journey. Had a lot of ups and downs and bumps and bruises, but I just never gave up. So, you know, I just recently finished, because before I had 3 years where I didn't have that money, you know, because initiations ain't cheap. So I had to get 3,200. And when I say the spiritual community came through, first Candelo, Hoodoo Sin Mose, Mambo Yanda, and then Kate. You know, she was like, go get your Santo. So I thought it said 200. So I was like, oh, thank you. She gave me $2,000.
Oh my God.
I know. I had to make a live. I couldn't. I just started crying.
I remember.
I didn't even know, but I was, what? And I was like, oh my God, I even caught my godfather. Like, and he was like, I got to meet this lady, because this is how spirituality is supposed to be. You help each other. But I was really grateful that everybody just started giving. And then I got on live and I said, okay, y'all stop giving me because I'm finished. You know, I have it. And when I tell you, they was like, no, give flowers for your shoe. So I have, every time I look up, there's new flowers for everybody. I got a whole bunch of roses and everything. So
that's a blessing.
Yeah. I got to be able to get in a cab to go to the Bronx from Queens, because that's a nice ride. That's $80. Ooh. And I got the ceremony. And I was really grateful. I was grateful to have her with me. So it was a hell of a journey. I will say that. But I just did not give up, you know, because I was still called to do a service. So I still kept doing that, even when I didn't. But I knew my limit, because I couldn't put beads on people. I couldn't go to certain ceremonies because I didn't have it. But now I got it. So.
All right.
That's one thing about you that I love. Hold up, if I got these eyelashes sticking together.
Girl, I can't wait to get mine. Oh my God.
No, I'm like,
I can't wait to New York.
Barbie. Wait a minute, let me pull it together so I can see these questions and shit. I was like, I'm thinking on one. But you know, the thing about it is, that's what I love about you, is that you don't look like you ever quit. You don't look like you ever back down. I think, you know, in the community, we need strong people coming through.
I had my moment, right? I was a Yawo. I had $100 in my pocket. I never forget this. And I was sitting across in Starbucks. And I told my godmother, I said, the only time if you say I did something wrong, I stepped out of line, was that day. And I was sitting there across from Old Navy, and I was thinking about, I can get me a pair of jeans for $16, get me a t-shirt, take this money, jump on the China bus, and go to Atlanta and live my life. I was ready to just call it quits, because everything was coming at me. And when you are getting initiated, everything is broken down. Like, you're broken down to the last. And then you'll rebuild back up. And I was sitting there just really contemplating. And this lady, Crown Yemaya, walked in. And she said, Yawo, you can't quit. And I was like, what? I was like, excuse me? She said, you can't quit. She said, Oshun needs to show people just who she is. You can't quit. She said, so go home and be happy. And I was like, okay. So I went and I thanked her. And while I was walking out, it was Lady Crown, I got you. And they walked with me while I got on the train, and I went home. And I was like, thank you. But it was a moment I was ready to toss in the towel and just call it quits, because it plays on you mentally, you know, where you have to deal with all these things. Going in before dark, sitting on mats, you know, you can't eat at a table. You're wearing all white every day for a year and 7 days. You have to eat with a certain plate, a certain bowl, a certain cup, a certain spoon. You have to carry this stuff with you. You can't be outside at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, it's a lot of things you have to do where you learn discipline. You can't have eyelashes. You can't have
True.
You can't have eyelashes. You can't have makeup. You can't have scent. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into it. So you definitely learn discipline.
I remember when you were talking about your taboos and things and stuff you still can't do that's lifetime, you know. I was belly aching about
coffee.
40 days. I was belly aching about taboos for 40 days. And then you hit me up and I was like, shit, I got to shut up. I got to be quiet.
I can't drink coffee no more. I can't eat red beans. I'm sitting there eating coconut. Like it's no tomorrow. I'm sitting there eating coconut. My godfather looked at me, he said, you can't eat coconut. I said, huh? I can't drink coconut water. He's like, nothing. I can't drive. They took driving away. So I'm always gonna be a passenger. I can't eat with a fork because I can't lose my blessings. So it's a lot of taboos, but I'm grateful. Because I have a god sister that can't, to me, I think, like how you said, you was complaining about 40 days. I'm like, all the things I got to do with. So my god sister, her one taboo is no gossiping. I said, shit, I can do that. Why y'all didn't give me that? Who I need to talk to? Who work at HIA? Like, let's trade. Just not gossiping? Like, are you serious? I can do that. I would keep my mouth shut. But my godfather was like, you think hers is good. He was like, imagine they give you these things because it's a challenge for you to be disciplined. She still gossip. I was like, what? I would be shut up like, they be like, girl, let me, girl, no. But and I'm like, well, I can't complain. So, and I don't. Oshun told me never to complain because whatever I go through, she went through it first. So I don't complain. I don't complain. And they took away liquor, so I can't drink and I can't smoke. I said, damn.
God damn, they just made you holy. They really did.
What? I said, do they know what they was getting at? I said, but then I said, shit, I was partying when I was 14. So.
You already got it in though. That's good.
I said, it's okay. It's okay.
Let me see if we got any questions. Everybody, hey, I know we kind of jumped into it. We didn't even say how y'all doing, nothing. We really did. We just got into it because the energy is good. So everybody, thank you for being here. Hello. If you have questions, go ahead. Type them out so that we can talk to Ifa. We can ask. Now, a lot of people don't know. You read anything and everything. Literally. Ifa was like, we was in New Orleans. Ifa was like, I'm gonna show you how to read pennies. I'm gonna show you how to read cigar smoke. I mean, she was like, whatever it was. And look, y'all, wait, Ifa, I gotta tell them about the cigar story. So I'm in there with her and Mama Star, and Ifa's like, you're gonna learn how to read the smoke. And I was like, okay. So we lit the cigar and everything, and she put it in her mouth and took it and blew it. And I was like, oh damn, you gotta put it in your mouth.
Yeah,
the lit part. So I was like, I was hesitant. They were like, come on, you could do it. So I did it. I'm blowing smoke like crazy. And Ifa go, what do you see? And I swear to God, the room was spinning. The room was spinning. That cigar smoke kicked my ass. It really did.
But it exercises your spirits because now you have to depend on them. It's different when you're doing cards, shells, coconuts, pennies, you know, because you see these patterns. When you do it with a cigar or you do it with, the only thing I tell people, I can't read water. Don't put no water in front of me because I'm going to drink it. That's why I don't usually work Misa tables. I do better inside of the group with everyone else. Because if you put me at that table and ain't no perfume in there, I'm drinking that goddamn water. I'm be sitting there thirsty like this. So they don't put me, I do better sitting in the crowd and I read that way. But I don't read water. That I don't read. Because I will drink it. I'm not going to lie. But when it comes to cigar smoke, you take it, you flip it, and you blow it on top of your head, and you see those images. Because now you have to depend and listen to your mortals, your spirits. And it makes them stronger. When you read pennies, I remember Candelo told me to get on his show, and I left my tarot cards at home. And I said, oh, man, I got to go back to what I know. And I would teach people how to read through pennies. The tails and the heads. And I would say, instead of doing Odu, because I was like, no, you got to tell me what that number means to you. And when you know that and you're listening to your spirit, that person that's in front of you, it's going to resonate with them. So yeah, that's what I call soul readings. But the only thing is sitting on the ground. You got to sit on the ground to do it. So most people will be like, oh, I want to sit on the ground. I was like, listen, I'm comfortable on the floor. Just give me a towel. I will read you on the floor all day.
And
So,
you pick up so much. I mean, I was just in awe. You threw them pennies out and you was like, what this mean to you? What this number mean? And I was like, okay, hold up. Let me catch up.
But it's better though, because it has you thinking outside the box. You know, that's one. Two is you are learning something new to elevate you, to elevate your spirits. So, and it's better because if you're in a room with me and Sherwin and all the students upstate, right? People was just, if everybody's coming with reading cards, here you coming with a whole new different genre. Yeah, that's gonna bring people to you because they're not used to that. You know? So most people like shells, but when they see pennies, they be like, oh, what is she doing? And there you go. Now you're doing it and you're rocking them out.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite form of divination? What do you like? What do you prefer?
My best one, to be honest, is blowing cigar smoke on top of someone's head. But because I'm always indoors, it's rare. But that's my best. For real. I turn over a cigar, blow it on top of your head, and read your life. But it's very rare because I'm indoors. So who's going to have cigar smoke?
Exactly.
So, the second one is just reading cards. You know, I try not to touch people. That I don't like to do. I don't like touching people at all. I'm so happy for the Rona. So happy for the Rona.
What you say for the Rona, especially right now for the Rona?
I'm happy for the Rona. But see, in New York, the Rona, they don't know what Rona is. They still having barbecues. What? I just left. They having barbecues, cookouts. You in Bronx? The only one that pay attention to the Rona is Manhattan. That's the only one. But hopefully New York will be back open June 8th.
Wow.
Y'all still on lockdown?
Yeah.
Lord
New York ain't, but the people don't know they on lockdown. The state is, but the people ain't.
Same way here in Texas, same way. Everybody out. Everybody at the restaurant. Supposed to be 25%. Everybody. It's packed. And I'm just sitting up there looking at them like, what the fuck? But it's just the way it is.
Honey, they will fight you though in the supermarkets. They want you to, they don't wear masks, but they will say social distancing. You're like, oh, okay. So in supermarkets, they only allow 100 people in. And then you wait, and then other people, like there's no sitting down. I'm on Starbucks rehab because all our Starbucks are either closed or you got to order through an app. So I'm on Starbucks rehab. Girl, I saved $300 from not drinking Starbucks.
I believe it.
I'm serious. 300.
People don't realize, but a Starbucks habit, it can get expensive.
It is $6.85 for a medium chai tea latte. If you eat 3 of them a day, I say $300. I'm telling you.
You lost weight. You lost weight because you was using skim milk, or you lost weight not drinking it.
Yeah, I lost weight not drinking it, but because I'm a vegetarian, so I don't. My thing is junk food, but I'm a vegetarian. So.
When did you become a vegetarian?
Girl, listen, 3 years. When I got initiated, they make you eat everything. And I sat there, I said, I'm never eating nothing here. Yeah, even when I was down there. Remember, I was either eating shrimp, damn
that's right. I remember.
Shrimp or the crawfish. I don't eat meat. Yeah, when I got initiated, that was it. That was enough for me. Can't get me to eat that. No. And I'm scared of the meat up here in New York. Let's be honest. I don't know what we eat. I don't know if we eat somebody's grandmama, the rat, Ben. I don't know who we eat.
It bite back.
I'm scared. I am. I'm scared. I ain't even gonna lie.
It'll bite you back, huh?
What? What you might get. We strong. We ain't that strong. But yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if you have any questions. You picking up any on your side, Sherwin?
Yeah, Rob asked, are you initiated into any other ATR besides Lukumi?
Paulo. I had to get scratched before I got crowned. So I am scratched under Blazul Fluente. So yes, he is. If we want to figure out who he is, he would be Agayu. Would be more with that. But yeah, I had to get scratched before I got crowned. So yeah.
Okay.
And then, my family from New Orleans. I remember I said, I'm going to see my auntie and you want some water?
Bro, yeah, you brought the water back.
Yeah.
You brought me some rocks. I was like, good.
Because we from the bayou. Like I tell people, we Cajun, bro. Like, yeah. So I went to go see my
I
auntie.
still have my water. I use a little bit on my ancestor altar, but I still have my bottle of water. I'm like, I got to make this last. I gotta, siphon it.
Yeah, I'm going to go back down there. Once I don't think New Orleans is open like it should be. Because I know what my auntie and them are, they not. So I said, once it get open, I'm going to creep through there to go and see them. Yeah.
Well, let me know. I want to come.
Oh my God. Listen, my auntie, first she going to feed y'all. Then she got to tell y'all stories about, because they're in between the cemeteries. So she going to tell you stories about how it was growing up and they spiritual things and stuff and they visions of what they see. So yeah, she sure will. She'll welcome you with loving arms. She'll show, make you some cabbage and cornbread.
No, my kind of people, my kind of food too.
No, she gonna feed you.
Is he on here? Is he checking in on you too?
You know, that's my baby. That's my baby. We're gonna be down there June 25th to the 29th.
Is that the big conjure?
Conjure in Omaha. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to go to that one.
What do they?
You would love it. First of all, you know how, well, when you go to different events or you go to different sites and things like that, you most people, they still have readers there or they have different things. Izzy does not do that. When I tell you Izzy takes care of whoever comes to her, she takes care of you. She gonna make sure she will promote harder than any goddamn body I've ever seen. And she gonna make sure whatever it is you eat, she gonna come get you. She's gonna make sure you're good. Her people are coming.
Her and John, both of them.
That's my brother. So
yeah, they both take care of you.
They do. They really do. They make sure that you are good. And you ever get a chance to be down there, baby? I'm telling you, it's a beautiful experience. It is. It's a beautiful. Izzy comes and support us. She'll come to Denver. Izzy will come anywhere. She's been to New Orleans. Like Izzy will. She will come to support. And that's very rare for a shop owner to do. So that's why I give her so much love. I do, because they do all of them. Like she'll come, you got Loretta, you got all of them, Kate, all of them. They do. Crystal Madison, like their support, and they'll make sure you're good. But Izzy's gonna go over and beyond on everything. So we'll be down. And she gotta be good. She brought Dorothy Morrison out of retirement. First of all, listen, I don't know if anybody else.
Dorothy Morrison and who else?
Me, Dorothy, Sin, Candelo, Tata Campo, Yvette the Motown Witch. Yeah. But she got Dorothy Morrison out of, first of all, Dorothy Morrison been around for eons, right? Books, perfume, oils, all of that. And I remember I used to follow her when I was young. When I found that you can retire in this, I said, hold on, wait, what? What?
Yeah, you can. And she did.
She did. Her books and all her stuff sells. She built that platform. And I love her. She's so southern. I love her. But she'll tell you consistency, staying on top of, showing up, being respectful, but standing your ground, and knowing you could be in a room. Dorothy Morrison could be in a room with everybody. She's still going to hold her own. So
she's good people though.
What? And Izzy brought her out of retirement to come. That's what I want. When I get ready to listen, I got a good 3-4 more years. Because I've been reading for 26 years. Yeah, 3-4 more years. I just want y'all to pay me to show up for an event, and that's it. I'll cut the ribbon. Pay me to cut the ribbon. Hi, blessing everybody, and I'm going back home.
You're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. You're gonna be traveling from place.
I'm going to live in Brazil. That's where I'm going. That's my final resting ground.
You're going to live in Brazil?
Hell yeah.
Wait a minute. We was moving to New Orleans. I can move to New
Orleans. I still got some time there, but when I get ready to retire, I'm moving to Bahia. I'm moving to Brazil. Okay, baby, I want to go where the river and the ocean meet. Yeah, please do. I'm gonna keep a room. And the key will be under the mat. You know how Scottish folk do. The key under the mat or in the frog mouth.
I'm finna be messy. Tata Campo is Brazilian.
I know. I didn't even know that.
Messy? How you being messy?
I didn't even know that.
Because she like
Tata Campo. That's my baby. The reason why I love him, and I never met him in person, right? But the first one that ever spoke to me that came down in the drumming was Obatala, right? That's Orisha. The first one that ever spoke was Elegua. So I always have respect and love for Elegwa's children. So when he told me his path of Elegua, I said, that's my path. So our path is Elegua. So imagine, you know how the two kids walk down the block? So it's Elegua and Oshun be walking down the block and they be cussing each other out, fighting with each other. But if somebody else walk up there, jump them. Because it's Liberian. So when he told me that, and I was like, wow, that's my son's Elegua too. I was like, all right. So people be thinking like, oh my God, Ifa Abeyo is so protective of him. No, but that's my little brother. Now I always crack jokes with him because he has beautiful kids. He has a beautiful woman. And I always crack jokes on him and say, don't make me send anthrax to people. Like you might.
You know
right?
what?
But people took that serious.
What, Ifa, come on. Come on,
no,
Ifa, come on.
First of all, let me taste the chocolate before you start thinking I'm going to go after it. Let me taste it. I don't even want to taste it. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. That's my little brother. But you got people that really believe that. So I said, that's not going to stop me. I'm still going to bother them. But I was telling people, I said, I will mail anthrax to your house, honey. Don't think we come at you. But it's funny.
Don't believe this. Don't believe this. Y'all going to get an envelope. I ain't checked the mail in 5 days.
That's my little brother, though. And he is so amazing. And I told him, I said, I can't wait. What, we all going to be under one roof?
It's gonna be good. I wish I was gonna be down there, but it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I hope y'all got bail money. Remember, GoFundMe released them at 2020.
Oh, it's gonna be a hot mess, but it's gonna be good.
Nicodelo, Sin, and Tata Campo.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a hot mess.
Oh,
what are you teaching? What are you teaching?
Well, I'm teaching Spirituality 101 baths and I believe face masks, but I'm gonna do readings too. So, but yeah. So that'll be it. But oh my God, I can't wait because we all gonna be under one roof. That's scary.
Oh, it's gonna be really epic because like you say, Dorothy Morrison, the knowledge, everything. It's just gonna and Candela and Papa, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
But I will say this: his roasting. I told him because when he got on, I said, "Bruh, I don't know what you're doing, but you look damn good." Oh my God. I said, you got a little color now and everything. Look at that. You got some of the black woman, get your little color. She done put some collard greens up in.
He looks so happy.
He looks good. He looks happy. He looks well.
Happy.
He do. And for someone to leave a show that they built a platform on to start something else, that just gives all the rest of us hope. Like Dorothy Morrison, you can retire. You mean I can go and do other things? I just don't have to do this. Like they're inspirational to me. You know what I'm saying? Books like Houngan Hector has done his book. So these are all doors that they are opening for us, you know, to walk through. Shit, I'm walking through. You only got to tell me once. I don't need to go the path you did, but damn it, I know there's hope. So if you can do it, I know I can do it. So I'm going. I'm definitely.
So when your book coming out? When is book coming?
I just
I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
I'm trying to get it out by March 18th, the day I was crowned. That is the cutoff day because you know that'll be the first time I get to celebrate my birthday with Oshun. You know, because that's the day of my initiation. Now my son may not. He doesn't like it because that's his birthday. That's my son's birthday. Yeah, his birthday is March 18th. Because I remember when he was like, "Mom, when you gonna do that?" Your initiation. I said, oh, and the day that I became famous. And he was like, what? He was like, what day is that? I said, March 18th. He was like, wait, how you gonna take my birthday? So when people go, oh, happy birthday, he'd be like, wait, her birthday is in April. This is my birthday. I said, look, she loves you so much. She wants you to share her day. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. But then he wound up going to Cuba, getting his. So his crown is Shango, Cabo Sile. So, you know, and we're taking my grandson next year. So we can find out his crown because he's 18.
Man, Ifa, that is so good to have your baby following your footsteps and then have your grandbaby follow too. You know, that's just, it's almost like I would love it. I would love it if my kids were like, I want to do this. You know, they're not looking this way yet. But listen, I think that's amazing.
I'm putting beads on all my grandkids. I can't put beads on my children because you can't give birth twice. But I can put beads on all my grandkids, and I can make sure each of them have they're reading from the Babalawo with Arula to find out who they are. That's all I got 9 of them. All 9 of them are gonna have that. So when they go through life, at least they'll know what that first part. Now, if they want to get initiated later on down the line, we could do that. But for now, I need to let them know who they are. You know,
good. You're right. It's important. It's important. A lot of people don't
spirituality,
do it.
I believe, especially now, because it's showing us. It's showing us. This is the only thing on some real because we getting murdered out in the street. We're really like murdered in broad daylight, like for the world to see. And parents and children, when we send our kids out here, even our husbands, you know, and that really broke my heart. If y'all seen the video where he called for his mother, you know what I'm saying? And the women are, what? And the women are, we're standing up, but it's so much we can do, but we have more power as do the men. But whatever spiritual that you're grounded in, be a Christian, Buddhist, Voodoo, Balo, everything, Kendobele, Lukumi, but let's have a ground in something because we need to protect our babies and our families before they go out in them streets. Rona has showed us a lot of things. And one is that when it affects one, it affects all. We was all under the roof. We was all on punishment. We can't come outside. Mother Nature say no. We can't come out for real. But it showed us. But it also showed us our ugliness. Because if you went in some of those supermarkets, I was upstate when it first started. And I was in Utica. And the way they was treating older people, trying to get in there to get tissue and all of that was horrible. I was like, this is the one time that I truly said, I'm happy my mother and father is not alive. Because I would have caught a case. That is on everything. Then I wound up going to Atlanta. I left my daughter in them, made sure they was good. And I went to Atlanta to be with my son in them and my daughters in them. And even down there, you know, so it showed us. And then they was like, well, we closed in Atlanta down. We great closed New York. And I was like, let me fly back home. So I wound up coming back. But it showed us what our ugliness looked like. How it started to be blaming each other, the controversy, all the conspiracy theories. Then it went really left because then it was the corona's not real, right? It's a makeup. Then when my ass caught it, listen, I give thanks to Candelo each and every day of my life. I do, because when I got sick, I was in here praying to everybody, the turnip, the eggplant, everybody, because you can't eat, you don't have no taste buds, you get fevers, everything happens. But if you go to the hospital, you're going to be sitting in the hallway until they find you a room. Then you're on an oxygen tank. Then it's a toss of whether you're going to live or die. And I was like, I didn't come this far. So I went and got everything that I thought I remembered when I was a kid, because technically it's like the flu, but in another stage. And when I was in here, Candelo was like, you all right? I said, no. He said, listen, sis, if I got to go to this one, he was sitting there praying Oshun and everything. Yo, when I did the interview with Juan G is when I started getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was coming out of my system. But for 14 days, baby, I don't wish that on nobody. Nobody. Then I had to go and it was like, no, you good, you cleared. I was like, okay, fuck that. I ain't touching nothing. But it is. It showed a lot. It showed a lot. It showed all of us how vulnerable we could be. Because remember, people had to get their own kids. People were working from home. People lost jobs. I lost 12 friends. One was a kid. A friend of mine lost her grandson. He was 12 years old. So, you know, when I go out there, these are the 11 people I'm not going to see in this street. So it was a lot. So that's why we need that. We need the spirituality. We need to make sure our children are protected. We need to make sure our loved ones are protected. We need that because that's what's going to save us and keep us calm.
Yeah.
You know,
on every level.
And when I saw the churches closed, I said, what? Yeah. They was like, churches are closed. So I'm asking my godfather, I said, you closed? He said, Ifa never closed. Bring your behind. I said, okay, I'm here. So
I was surprised with that too. I was surprised how many people that were so-called spiritual that kind of backed up and went in the closet. They were like, we don't want to deal with this. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to get community together. They didn't want to deal with it. And it really, I even told a friend this, it made me really look at my circle differently. Like, you know, I can roll with you, but I can't fuck with you because you know, you're not on the same journey. And especially as priest and priestess, it really surprised me how many of them didn't use their platforms to really
No, they
help.
went back to church. They went back to Jesus.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Who I saw was reading cards last month. That was all this, Ifa this, Oshun this and this. Now they're, well, because, you know, Jesus got me. I said, Jesus close.
For real.
At the end, they did. But that's why I said it showed our ugliness. It showed who was really about this. That curtain was pulled. And you saw who was really about this, who's keeping the faith, who is standing up for people.
Absolutely.
Blessings to you had a few that was out here handing out groceries, going to people's houses, delivering meals. You know, Beretta Scott that lives down in Atlanta, she was out there doing it, you know, and had a whole crew doing it. So you had a lot of people. But now I can't get mad at the protesters. I can't get mad at the looting. I can't get mad at none of that. You know, when my daughter called me, I said, look, just stay in the house. You got your girls. And she was like, Ma, they're going off. I said, I understand. But I understand why they're angry. You know, we're being murdered. And then you had the sister that was like, oh, well, all lives matter. That's true. That's like all houses can be burned. But if your house is not on fire, why are you throwing water on it? It's our houses that are burning. So think about us. But you got a lot of people that's standing in the forefront. They are really murdering us. Like at first it was maybe, and then the president is co-signing. He's throwing the rock and hiding his hands. Yeah. Oh, well, if the thugs are out there, just kill them. Well, damn, you just put a hit on all of us.
Yeah.
You know, so, and you don't think we don't need to sit and talk and have our spirits rise up, the egg on everybody to rise up? So every morning I get up and pray for those that's fighting in the forefront, because they're putting their lives in danger, getting arrested, you know, getting beat, throwing tear gas out there. Like, I'm like, wow, my son and all of them, they're from the Bronx. They're down there in Atlanta and they're speaking, but they're getting things happening to them. So it is a lot. It's a lot. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
It is. You know, my daughter, I think they were protesting here yesterday and she wanted to go. And I was like, no. No, you can't. You know, I said, I know you want to make a stand and I know you want to do this and that, but I was like, I can't take the chance that you get hurt.
So I told my daughter, I said, just pray, share some stuff, do that, but don't get out there. Not yet, because I'm not ready. We are parents. I'm not ready, you know, but at one point we do have to be ready, but I'm not ready. You know, I know my kids are ready. They're ready to be like, oh, let's go. That's what you taught us. I understand that, but I'm not ready. I'm a parent. I'm not ready. I'm not. And parents, we should own that. Like, look, we're scared because we know what it's been through. We've seen it already. You know what I'm saying? But luckily, our young, they don't have that fear. They don't, but I do. But you got the brothers out there. They down there in Manhattan now. They out there. They getting tear gas thrown at them, but they still holding the fort. I'm scared. I am, because nothing good is gonna come from this. Because now they're deploying the army and all of that. Yeah. So
it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
It has to.
It really is. And like you say, a lot of people are gonna sacrifice themselves for this cause. And you got to figure out where your place is within this. Like you say, whether this is on the backside where you praying and you maneuvering, or whether you're in the front lines and you fighting. But you got to figure out where your place is and then hold your position. Because we have to do something. We can't keep turning our heads. You're absolutely right. We're seeing people that are dying right in front of us, and they're videotaping this everywhere. Everywhere. You can't even turn on social media without seeing it.
And the sad part, what about all the other countries that are seeing this?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we were already in a fishbowl that they were already looking at. But now they're seeing. And the same way when they had all of the other children dying. And, you know, look now, it's just happening again. I can't breathe. Like that's a hit record that's being played every year. It's always somebody, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And they're being murdered. It's not even they're being hurt, detained. They're being murdered.
Call it what it is. Right, murder.
Yeah, and it's sad and it's scary because it could very well be someone we know. You know, so where does it stop at? But then this is the time where we either do prayer, we do some elbows, we do something because we have to. We have to. That Haiti did it. Haiti did it. Listen, not only did they pray to Ogun, they became Ogun. And they went out there with machetes and they stood up like, yo, let's do this. We have to do that. We can't do no more about Gucci belts and our Balenciaga sneakers because that's not helping us. It's not. You know, we know how to look good, but looking good ain't gonna help in this war.
Damn, Ifa, don't make me get up and do a little jig. You just touched me on that. You just touched me on that. You're right.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, we can't. We have to teach our children. You know, and we are young, but half of them are out there, and they're like, look, let's look. They killed 2 cops in Brooklyn, found them dead this morning. You know, so that's how I know this war is coming. This war is coming. Our babies, it's going to be a lot of crying mothers. When the smoke clear, we need to know where we standing, who's standing where, but it's going to come. It's here. It ain't coming. It's here. It's here right in front of us. You got people putting police cars on fire. If we're not back in the 60s, I woke up, I had to, for real, dead serious. When I woke up this morning, I saw the police car on fire. I saw the building on fire. I said, what the fuck is this? Did y'all bring me back? What?
Yeah. I agree.
This is the revolution when the Panthers and shit was out.
Yep. Like that building was on fire. Set that building on fire.
Cops?
They burned that building down.
Look at that. So what year are we in? But it had to happen. It had to happen. And it's happening right in our very eyes. So what part do we play? Well, we all can't get out there on the front line. Some of us are not young. We're not about that life no more. So we have moved on. So what do? Prayer. Okay. And I understand some of the young people, we've been praying, we've been marching. Well, y'all go and do that part. Somebody still need to cover you to make sure you're good. So you can be out there fighting. And what did they do back in those tribes and all in them villages? The women or the elders would sit and pray, and they would do divination and say, this is our win if you do this. If you go down this way, you do this. The king will have victory. So that's what we need to be doing. The women start praying. Come on, even in the church, them elders, the mamas, will sit there on that damn morning bench and start humming and start praying. Yeah, some of us surviving by grandmama prayer still, and she in the ground. So we need that. While they out there fighting in the forefront, start talking. Start going to Eggles, visit the cemeteries, those that can. Going out there and start giving uncle, all the ones that was thugs, give them some black eyed peas and a pig head. And sit there, this your offering. But protect those babies that's out there. Now, all those that can go out there and do that, by all means, go do that. All those that can go and fight politically in the offices and sit there with the lawyers and stuff. I have a good sister named Akeisha, and she's a lawyer, and she's been out there like constantly talking about it, doing it, making sure, investigate, making sure our young brothers and sisters come home. We need so our lawyers now, and this is why I tell people, don't only look out for people in prison. Y'all send them commissary and all that. Make sure you look out for our lawyers and our college students out there too. They need some CashApp too, because they are our future. This is who we need now to get these brothers that's being locked up. Look at the bus driver. They all the cops with so many protesters, they put him on the bus, and the bus driver stood with solidarity. He said, I'm not moving this bus. I'm with these people. He said, no, here, I ain't going nowhere. We gonna all sit here. That's it. That's right. So all of them that's getting arrested, this is where we need our students, our lawyer students, and all of them that's out there. We need them out there. So for all of those that can't do, everyone has a job. There's room for everybody. Absolutely. We all have something to do. I don't care if it's just you grabbing waters and going outside handing waters to everybody. We all got something to do because when that smoke clear, we need to know that our babies are still standing and they're not laying in puddles of blood. Because that right there will not help nobody. Because that will strike fear in us. And we will lose the battle before it even began. You're right. And that's for real. So
yes, indeed. I grew up in a time with the Klan. The Klan was big around here, real big. They had They had their children. Their children was trained racists. You see them going to school with you, and you could always tell. And you know, they always had the flag. They had the flag real big around here. They had it strapped to the truck. They had the car tag. They had children going to school with the shirt. They had it all. And they were still burning crosses from matter of fact, to the time I was probably about what, 4 or 5 on up. And that was like the 80s. I'm an 87 baby. And then when I got older and I got to high school, somebody said, well, you know, that music teacher father was a Grand Dragon. I was like, what? I was like, so you telling me I'm going to school with the Grand Dragon's daughter? I was like, it's gotten even bigger over the years.
Oh yeah, it's real easy to assimilate into society. Some people we got on Facebook that are your friends that have issues with you that we just now finding out. I mean, really, a lot of things coming to the surface.
Listen, the best thing Trump did was he just brought out what we already knew.
He did.
That's what he did. He brought it out. We already knew it. We just didn't want to face it. But now we see it. It's out here now and open. Can't close that door back at all.
But it don't need to be closed. Like you say, at this point, something has to change. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep going back. It has to change.
Ain't no more normal. Even I said once the Rona get done, the COVID-19, everybody was like, oh, it's going back to normal. It's not. Nothing. And from this day forward, there's nothing going back to normal. Change is inevitable. And that's the one thing that's consistent. And this right here is change. Now, will we lose a lot of people of different races? Yes. Look, the Mormons, or what is the Amish are standing out there picketing. Because they know. Today is their asses. Tomorrow it might very well be us. You know what I'm saying? So they know. They taking stands. You have a lot of people, even the Hindus, like they're out there taking a stance. And I'm like, what? But they know today it's them that's being out there murdered in these streets. It can very well be us. So
true.
Yep.
So
yep.
So we need all. When I came down to Atlanta, I went to the Ifa conference, and I thought that was so amazing. I didn't even know it existed, so I was happy the sister invited me. So you had people that were Moors, Paleros, all races, black, white. The best one that was in the whole conference was a 4-year-old little boy. I said, well, why is he here at the conference? He said, we need extra milk for our cookies. I said, I'm not mad. He had a voice too. He showed it. He came in. But it was really beautiful because we all got together to sit to say how we can better our community. We need that now. Listen, a lot of elders died. Now you have new elders that stepped in. They need to sit down. How can we better? And I don't care what belief you're in. Shit, we can agree to disagree, but we need to sit at this table and find out how we can better our people.
Absolutely.
We need our own banks. We need our own schools. We need our own supermarkets. We need our own things, stuff that we own. I always scream out Yaya Joyce because I said she was on to something. Getting out of that poverty mindset, learning stocks and trades. When I found out the pimps and the drug dealers got stock, I bugged me out. What? I said, I know you. Like, here I am a spiritualist. I didn't even know about that. They was like, no, we got a portfolio, Ifa Abeyo.
They had a plan. They had
do.
a strategy.
I didn't know CashApp. They was like, you can buy stock through CashApp. What?
Yep.
17-year-olds sitting there doing stocks, have a portfolio. Then they told me, well, you got to have stocks with dividends because you need to go to sleep while your 20s make 20s. Tell me more, Puddin', because I'm old, but I can learn some new stuff.
Exactly.
So, and they did.
I can learn.
They did. Yeah. They said, start off with this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? Because you need to change your poverty mindset. What's the use of having $1 million if you don't know how to invest it and you don't know how to keep it? Because you'll be broke in less than 30 days. So we have to come out of that poverty mindset. So Yaya Joyce started it. And I said, girl, you wanted something. And now you just see people now starting companies. Your 20s is making 20s while you sleep. So when things like this, pandemics and all that, you don't have to complain. You don't have to worry because your money is already secure.
Your money's there. That's true.
So,
yeah.
And to invest in things that you buy. So I always tell people, make sure you got T-Mobile. Make sure you go on to Walmart. You going? You got supplies? Yeah, make sure you get that medical supplies. Yeah, I don't care. I'm investing in all of it. Stash if you want to learn. Stash is a good because they do groups, and you can put $5 in, $10 in, and you become a shareholder. So when they have their little business meetings and stuff, you can go in because you're a shareholder. You buy shares in companies. And when I tell you, the pimps and the prostitutes and the goddamn weed men are shareholders in a lot of these companies. And no more they read. I was like, I thought y'all was reading, you know, BT or Ebony and stuff. They was like, nah, we read money magazines. Lies you tell, honey. I said, I can't be mad at y'all. I don't know, y'all a different kind of youth. I was like, I'm not ready for this.
But you gotta elevate. Like you say, at some point you have to put yourself in a better position. You have to. I don't never believe in putting all my eggs in one basket. So when everything happened, I had multiple businesses where the money kept coming in, thank God, because I thought ahead. But I think, like you say, it's the mindset of poverty. A lot of people, their parents did it this way, so they do it this way, and they teach their kids to do it that way. And at some point, we got to break that. Like you say, we need to be owning things if we can.
Joyce put it out there. She said, when you have your family, it become a corporation. So when my grandson turned 18, he said he wanted these jeans. And he said, well, Grandma, what you buying me? I said, I'm not buying you anything. I'm giving you a company. He said, what? I said, I'm giving you a company. I'm not buying you nothing. You're the CEO, and your brother and sisters and your cousins are all a part of this company. So when this is over, we'll sit down. Everybody has shares in it. And y'all don't spend money because you got to give it at least 3 years. So you put money back in the company. And he was like, wow, we see stuff different. I said, that's the name of the company. So that is the name of his company and my grandkids. I put, we see shit different, but that's the name of the company. We see stuff different. And they make t-shirts, hats, all of that with very, like Muhammad Ali, very old things with sayings. And that's how they sell it. I said, I'm not buying you sneakers and jeans. No, you're going to have a company. Because nobody didn't do that for me growing up. They just taught us how to work for people. They didn't teach us how to build our own. So when you know better, you do better. So in the conference, they said, we are the Eguns from 16 generations. What are you doing to prepare where your generations don't have to eat ramen noodles or have to live from hand to mouth? Well, we are the blueprint for now. So what are we doing? Oh, well, let me change that. So let me start showing y'all how to build a company. Let me show y'all how to invest your money. Because we can talk about anything. Colored folk don't like talking about money, even in a relationship. They'll talk about everything else. They don't like what's mine is mine, what's yours is mine. And no. I need to know your relationship with money. We getting together, we starting a relationship. I need to know how you view money. Did your parents give you this? You know, well, then now we get ready to change this. We get ready to change the narrative. Because we can't build nothing if we how we gonna build something if all you know is to spend, you don't know how to save it. Are we saving just for the weekend or the month? No, we need to save and invest. So it's a change now. We got to change the narrative. So that's why I always give shout outs to Yayi Joyce, because she started that. I said, girl, you onto something. You just don't know it. So
she's a smart woman. She really is. She's a businesswoman.
Yeah, she was a 9/11. And I was like, shit, girl, I love you right now. You know, and that's what we should do. Instead of looking at a person and saying, well, I don't rock with them. I don't. Listen, first we need to figure out, do they know something that we don't know? Let's elevate. Stop worrying about the messenger and get the message across. So that's it. If you got something that I see that, oh shit, I need to learn that. Okay, listen, I'm gonna give you an offering. What's your derecho? You got an offering, girl? I feed you. Come on, let's go. Let me feed you. And we're going to sit there and I'm going to learn. And I'm going to give you thanks. Thank you so much. And whatever I can teach you, because that's how it should be. You know, one hand wash the other, both hands wash the face. Yeah.
You're right. I think we in a time now in a community where a lot of people don't think like that. You have some that are starting to wake up to it or at least be open-minded about it. But you still have some people, the ego, the jealousy is still in that mix where they can't. They don't allow themselves to learn something new, or they don't want to teach or share with other people. Even talking to my mom, we were talking a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about funerals and everything, and she goes, I ain't leaving you no inheritance. I ain't leaving you no money. And I was like, why not? She goes, because I'm gonna take it with me. I'm gonna spend it before I do it. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you make sure that I have something that's gonna take care of me so that I can pass it down to my kids? But she was like, I made it. I had to do it myself. Now you have to do it.
Right.
My mindset is I want a legacy. I want my kids to walk into something that I have created, and whether they want to do it or not, it's still going to pay them in the future, and it's going to take care of my grandkids. I'm building an empire. That's what's important to me. But you, at some point, like you said, you have to stop looking at what you were taught and do something different and be open-minded. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah, because that's how I used to think. I used to tell my kids, if I got a quart, I'm swallowing it. I ain't leaving y'all nothing. You better earn it. I had to earn it. But then I started thinking, wait a minute. If we're building a legacy, you got to start from somewhere. That foundation has to be there. You know?
Have to
so, so I had to change it. Because I used to think like that, but I had to change it. Like, nah. So that's what I say. Because somebody asked me, why do you continue going? I said, because I got 9 faces looking at me. And I can't give up for them. You know, my kids are already grown, but I got 9 of them that look at me. So I need to be that egon for them. But I tell all of them, if y'all put me on y'all altar and y'all put coffee up there, I'm tearing the whole thing up. Y'all better have my tea with my chocolate chip cookies. And if you really like me, put some shrimp up there, and I'll come and make sure you get the lotto numbers and everything. But if you put coffee up there,
look, what you telling them ahead of time to put on your altar? You already set it up.
Yeah. If they put some coffee, I don't drink coffee. They put some coffee on my altar, I'm turning it over.
Turn all this shit over.
Birthday, if they don't remember giving me some, I'm setting the house on fire. I'm dead serious. I will set cabinets on fire, everything. What?
Even though made me choke on my tea. She's like, no, I ain't playing with y'all.
I'm letting you know before time. No. So one of my grandkids can come and be like, no, she's gonna set the house on fire. I sure will. I'll tear it up. I will come and visit you in your dream. What? And I will come to a misa and tear it out. What? They be sitting there summoning me? First of all, you don't know what I might be doing on the other side. So you gonna summon me at somebody's misa? It better be something good. Y'all better have some tea out there. Y'all don't got no tea? I'm possessing one of the damn empaths and get a scrap and beat the pure D out you. What? I'm that ego. I'm that one. What? Sure. I will let them know from the door. I know you lying. No. My kids was like, lady, we are gonna we just gonna put you to the side. Or don't call me. I tell you the heartbeat. Don't call me if you don't need me. That was funny. When I was at Yawo, they had a misa. So the dude couldn't speak that much English. He said, who do y'all pray with? The black people that pray with. They was like, that's really racist. But I knew what he was talking about. He said, where you come from? He said, it's the red dirt. It's a Zuli Dentor. That's her name, right? That's her name. And he said, wait, but your mother got something to say. And I'm sitting there, so everybody's sitting around, so everybody's quiet, like, who you talking to? I'm already sitting there, like, I'm just waiting for him to say my mama's name. If this man say my mama's name, that's it. He described to my mother. He said she has 1 foot, and she's telling you right now, if you don't get it together. I stood up, I said, yeah, he talking to me. I said, yeah, that's my mama, because she would come through showing her ass, yeah. But she did. She saved my life, because where I was staying at, the police was coming to raid, and she was like, he said, listen, your mother said you need to light a red candle, you need to do this. And after I did it, no lie, 2 days later, they raided downstairs. And she was like, after they raid, leave. And I left. I moved out. Yeah, for the police came and take my ass. So yeah, I was like, sweet. Yeah, but I would be that, but I'm coming to possess the person, and they're gonna have a belt out of anywhere, and I'm gonna tell my kids out.
Chad said, wait a minute. Empaths get possessed first.
Yeah.
You scared of Ifa. You're like, I'm gonna be at the back of the
I'm gonna be at the back. Don't call me. I might be having tea with Martin Luther King trying to learn the secrets of life or whatever. He won't call me and interrupt my tea time or whatever to come and tell me to access this demand for you. I know you lying. Oh, my answer, my children better not call me. Ma, can you tell us where you hid the money? Hell no, if you didn't know when I died, you ain't gonna know now. No, don't call me. I'm that spirit. Don't call me.
She go pull the machete out the altar.
What? I sure will. He start clinking it. They be saying this, who called her? That's who I want to know. Why y'all bothering me? I got things to do. I'm on the other side. It's the reason why I left. My job was done here. Shit.
He was saying my job is done.
Hey, you gonna most definitely know it's her, because as soon as she comes down, she gonna say, "Excuse me."
I know you lying.
No, you
lady
fucking lying.
You ever seen Ghost when
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg got possessed?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He said there saying, I know you lied. I know you lied. How you calling me?
Oh my
I was
God.
up all evening, Denzel washing the face because he should be dead too because I'm taking him with me. So I take my husband with me. I don't care who he married to on this plane. Over there, he my husband. I'd be like, I'm over here with Denzel watching. We ready to sit down and watch a movie. And you calling me?
And they calling you without your tea and everything that you need.
Or call me with some coffee, turning that damn table over. No, you lied.
Misa ruin.
That's it. I can see my nephew saying, that's why we hate calling her. She one of those ghosts we just don't.
They will turn them around at the door. Every Misa, they go to the Misa. Oh, no.
It's always that one ancestor. Always that one.
No.
It's how we hate coming here. We ain't even get no answer.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
I got
God.
tears in my eyes over
We said
here.
start at 7 and end at 7:15. You know, all the other spirits is like, damn, we just got here. What happened? It's over. It's over. It's done. I cleared the room. I would. I'm serious. I would be that ancestor. They ain't gonna bother me at all. They be like, who coming? We call it Ifa. No. Call great-great-grandma.
Not without the key. Not without everything. People don't know. Ifa funny as hell, y'all. Funny as hell.
My granddaughter called me ghetto grandma. She went to school. She said, my ghetto grandma. And they said, no, that's not her name. She said, no, that is her name. That's ghetto grandma. I am. I really am.
I like that.
I will. I ain't got no sense. Listen, we gotta laugh in times like this. We do.
We have to.
We have to laugh and have fun. We got to. Because if not, we'll be crazy as cat shit. So we need to laugh.
Right.
We need to put it together. Yeah. So.
Oh, somebody's singing.
Yeah, she is. She in the back. God bless her. God bless her. God bless her on every account, y'all. I do apologize. You know, that's my niece. She going to somebody's show.
No, let her be great.
That's it. She's singing for Egon. God, at least she know when I come, she better not sing for me because I'm gonna tear her shit up too. I'm singing, girl. Shut up. I ain't got no sense.
Soon as she come down and say, I will shut this Misa down.
What? I will air her. What? People saying this, and we hate calling Ifa Abeyo for spiritual. Don't call that. They're gonna have a disclaimer every Misa. They're gonna say, stand up right now if one of your Igun is Ifa Abeyo. Get out. They gonna have my picture. Do not call her. Don't call her. Don't call her. I be saying that. I told y'all. But yeah. But it is. But we have to laugh. We gotta laugh. We gotta enjoy this ride. I am. This. My friend says, I'm giving up on 2020. I said, I know you fucking lying. I love 2020. What? First of all, the ghetto love 2020. They love Rona. You get an extra $600 in your check. People get $1,200. Say they say not my president. Yeah. You can't say check. He your president. When he died, after that money ran out, he not our president. I said, listen, we might as well enjoy this. Enjoy it. Because the year hasn't been over. I'd rather for them to give me the bad first anyway. Shit. So I can enjoy the good. And they did. They definitely.
Same thing too. I was like, if it was gonna hit, let it hit at the beginning and let's finish strong. That's the way I was looking at it.
That's it. Shit. That's it. Give me my bad first. Even when I go for readings, look, don't tell me the good stuff first. Start off with what I'm doing. Tell me the bad stuff. Okay. Ooh. Okay, now let's get with the good stuff. Give me the meat and potatoes. Am I gonna be good after all this? Yeah, I'm good. That's it. Tell me, let me get that shit out the way. You know how people will come to you, you want the good news or the bad news. But God damn it, you can't rush and give me the bad news first. Let me take that.
Yeah.
See how that works.
Finish it off with the good. I agree.
There you go. That's how I love it. Shit. Let me see that first.
Because I know one thing. At my job, there's been a second person get the virus, and they would not tell us who this person is, and it's pissing me off. So they're gonna mess around, and I put a route on the whole building just to find out.
There you go.
Just to find out, because this is ridiculous.
It is. That's scary. That's scary. That's scary
very
because
scary.
y'all are there. You have children. Y'all got to go home and stuff. Yeah, that's scary. I would be scared with that part.
Yeah, there's a second person.
Like, I know you lying.
The thing about it is, the first person, we wouldn't know about the first person if he wouldn't have tell on himself on Facebook.
Facebook is the devil, but you gotta love it.
Right.
Motherfuckers will sell their granny out.
Right.
I know. It's like the neighborhood snitch. All you got to do is scroll. You're going to find everything out. Somebody going to tell you. Somebody going to tell you.
Listen, I got 2 people that's claiming the same baby daddy with 7 children. You be sitting there saying, well, I know you lying.
No, Ifa.
What? I see it all. I love it, though.
Yeah.
I do. I love it. I sit there and say, oh, Jesus, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I said when I get in a relationship, I'm posting mine. I'm posting him. Who know him? Who know him? Who know his mom and them?
Bring them
Do y'all know him? And if everybody say no, good, I'm sure gonna post it because, honey, I don't need those background checks. Just put his shit on Facebook. Somebody
gonna claim him. If he already taken, somebody gonna claim him.
Girl, that's my baby daddy. But come collect him at this and this address. Okay, but I need a finder's fee. Please cash out me $75 for finding your baby daddy to return him. Oh yeah, you gonna pay me? I'll work for free. come get him. I'll leave him right here. Hell yeah, I put him up there. Somebody got to pay for my cell phone. Somebody got to pay for my cell phone.
She gonna turn to one of the commercials for $5.99. You can have your baby daddy back for $5.
Sure will. Come pick him up. We don't do refunds, and you can't get your. We don't give money back. He ain't mine. Well, he's somebody's. Goddamn it, they can pay me. I'm gonna take him.
No, that's right. Pay me. Give me my money.
That's it.
God. Oh, yes, Lord. I don't even see any questions. We've been sitting up here laughing at everything. I don't even see any questions.
No, there ain't.
I done scared him with the. I'm coming down to possess somebody and beat him. They're like, yo, we're
gonna piss her off.
She crazy. She crazy. Like, I know you lying. She possessing people.
Oh my God! Yeah, I think you made Chaz was like, "Look, no, I ain't asking no questions, none."
That's good.
They enjoying it though. They really are. Oh, we got Mambo Youngster on here too.
That's my baby. You know, I made a tarot card with her. So let me tell y'all, right? When I met Mambo Youngster, I came to our house, me and a mutual friend, and right when I went in her house, she has these dogs, and I mean. I was ready to kick her out. I'm still waiting for her and her husband to go on and get out my house because it's mine. But her house is amazing. Her godchildren, they all cook for us. Honey, I said, I can get used to this. Y'all spoiling somebody. And Baba, which is her husband, because she's in a pet TV. She's married to a Babalawo. So he was really nice. Like, they made sure they took care of us as guests. And I was like, okay, like I just came in and just took their house. I was like, okay, that's nice. Thank you for treating us. But when y'all leave, because, you know, this is my house. Take the kids with you. I don't discriminate. Everybody got to get out. Grandkids, babies, children, best friends, everybody leaving because I'm going to take this house. She started laughing. She said, you are so crazy. But that's my girl. That's my girl. She's also been like a rock through this whole thing. And she was the one, she said, you're going to have all of this done by June. I got to give it to her. She's one of those people that you can call no matter what you're going through. She ain't even really got to know you. You can call and say, listen, I just need some advice. I need this. And when I tell you, she is a true child of Oya. She will be right there for you, front and center, will fight. Just like the wind will blow shit through. and will fight for you. Will fight for you through. I mean, she's the type that you have to say, no, Mambo Yanzu, you hold my hand. Because if I hold your hand, something happen, I'm gonna let go. But I know if something happened, you're gonna fight even harder to keep me by your side. Like that's the kind of people you have. And she will educate you. Everybody that comes in her Elay, they gotta take classes. Because she let you know from the door, this is what we do at my house. So she is, but I love her as to death. I do. I always say, no, that's my sister. She's Oya. It's like that kind of support. She is. She is. Yep. And most people get it twisted. Like Oya and Oshun's children don't get along. I was like, I know you lying. I was like, Oya and Oshun live together. I said, you see these bracelets? Those are Oya and Oshun. I was like, shit, we go together. One can't be without the other. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, that's my sister for real, for real. It is. I love it.
Yep. She said, there you go, trying to move into her house.
I sure did. I told you I was moving out the grandkids. I said, pack up those grandkids too. I don't discriminate. Take everybody out. Everybody goes, y'all live over there. You know, they could have got an apartment. Let's be honest. Like, they really don't need the house. The house and the dolls. The dolls got to stay. Like, she got some beautiful dolls. For real, for real. For her spirits, her mottos, beautiful. But they were staying. I mean, I kept them because that's the reason why I wanted the house. But the grandkids and the kids and the husband and her, everybody gone. Go where you live. Go find you someplace else. Just right your mind. Yeah, I wasn't joking. And they were speechless too. Oh yeah, I do. I fall in love with people's houses. I would move them out in a heartbeat. Tell get out. I don't care. Where we going? I don't know. But I want this one. But yeah, she on there. That's my girl.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing to have that type of support and to have that type of relationship in the spiritual community.
Yeah. No, I will not say anything bad about the spiritual community because those that care, they step up and they will listen. Candelo got the Shade Brigade, right? Mambo Yanza got Oya's Playground because she got all her children there. I got the Ifa Village, like Hoodoo Singh, he just got dad. Like he's just dad to everybody. Papa. So Tata Campo got a leg wash children. So it's like everybody has that and we all just come together for one girl. But the Shade Brigade, I love them. They like Beyonce's Beehive. Oh, he on here.
Candelo on here.
Yeah, what? That's my man. Candelo but he got the Shade Brigade. What?
Salam alaikum.
He will do something wrong. They will call your job. They will call your cousin. Yeah. What? The Shade Brigade? Shit. Yeah. They don't be playing.
He on here. Come. He on here. Say what's going on here, going around here.
They will come, honey. They will come. I love the Shade Brigade. Do not come at Candelo. They coming and they will drag. I literally seen them call somebody's job and everybody on their friend list. It was like, we got time. I said. The Shade Brigade is not to be played with.
Hold up, Ifa, you got a question. I think it's from Kevin Porter. Let's see, could one still take a spiritual bath while on menstrual or white bath?
Now, that's a two-part because if you're doing it for Egon, your blood is connected, so you can. But if you're doing it for Palo, Lukumi, then no. You know, but for Egon, because I do. For Egon, because that's y'all connected to blood. So you're cleaning yourself. You're not sitting in the tub, you're pouring from your neck down. Okay. Nothing goes on your head except for a crown and a rogation. So, but I mean, it all depends on her and how she is being taught. Because I don't ever want to go against no one's godparent or their elder or who's guiding them. So if they tell you no, then no. You know, that's on everything. You know, let's talk about that. Because, see, I learned this today. I understand I always talk about spiritual herpes. And spiritual herpes is going to 90 different readers, and then you got to go back home. But what about those people that are godchildren that go to 12 different people, right? And just not even dogging a godparent out, but just trying to hide. You know what I'm saying? Because the same way, you know, we talk about messed up godparents. We don't really shine the light on messed up god kids. Right? You got some god kids that are disrespectful. Like they won't buy a flower for their godparent. They won't, if there's a ceremony or something, they MIA. But let their boyfriend or their job be under, then they right there. Oh, I love my godparent. So it is. But you have these people that will say, oh, well, I don't believe in my godparent. But then you'll see them maybe next month and they best friends with them. So, I mean, what's y'all take on that? Because nobody ever wants to talk about disrespectful God kids.
You're right. I think you have to be realistic about what the relationship is coming in. Because there's a respect, period. If you're going under somebody, there's a respect. If you in voodoo, we there's structure to it. We can't go all over the place. You know, if I have a question, I have to go to Papa. If Papa can't answer it, then he'll take me and send me somewhere else. But I can't just go out willy-nilly because that's disrespect towards him. You do see a lot of people who come into traditions that don't want to follow rules. They want the titles, they want the perks, but they don't want to be told what to do because they feel like, oh, you imposing on me, or you or you get that, or either you get the ones that want to come in for the power, ego, but they don't want to follow the rules. You know, it's a tradition. It's something that has to be respected. And I think the problem is, like you say, a lot of people, they don't realize that.
Right.
It's not always the godparents' problem. Sometimes we do have people that come in that you for whatever reason, you don't connect anymore. You don't have a problem. You didn't know how to work it out. You don't respect the person anymore. It's best to move on quietly.
Right.
Quiet.
That's the key. Quietly.
Yeah.
To just say, you
don't
know
have to bash them, in 24 states. You don't have to keep, you don't have to say a lot. You still need to keep that respect. It didn't work out. I'm gonna go ahead and move on. I wish you the best. That's it. But we get a lot of people that get upset because they feel entitled to something. They feel entitled. So I think you have to be really careful. As a godparent, I have a lot of people that always, they say, I want you to mentor me and I want to initiate under you or whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't want it. No. It's a lot of responsibility.
See, I gotta have a disclaimer. I need them to sign the paper. Because I'm going to tell them, I'm going to punch you, I'm going to snatch your urethra out. Like, do you really want me?
What?
See, that's really the way I did.
Yeah, really ask. Like, let's ask. Like, let's ask Oshun, because do you really want me? I'm a teacher, but do you really want me? I like what Candelo said. I ain't ready. I don't want no God kid. And people, wherever we go, people be like, hey, Candelo, I want you to be my godfather. And he'd be like, now he just started changing the subject. Yeah, so by the way, and I'll be like, come back. Because it's a big responsibility.
It is. And I think you have to have the right people. You have a lot of people that initiate or bring people in for money.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to build a house, but then you end up with all these people that it becomes chaotic and it brings your foundation down. So you have to be really careful. Now, somebody made a question about how do you find a godparent?
I'm flowing with David Sosa. If you find someone that's initiated, I think you should hang around them for a year. I did do that with Angel. I will say that. And that was the best thing I did. But then we wound up separating. But I think you should at least, because you got to know this person. You got to be comfortable with them. You got to see how they move, because not everybody knows everything. So that person should be honest enough to say, listen, I don't know this, but we can find out together. You know what I'm saying? But it takes a lot. That's why I say, when my godmother had told me, she said, you're a santera now. Now you can put beads on and things like that. You can get god kids. So I remember this lady called me, her daughter, and she was like, oh, I want you to be my godparent. And I was like, yeah, well, we gonna first wait. You need to sit in front of a ruler, because you sure you want me? My godfather's like, nah, it's time. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of responsibility. It really is. I know raising my 4 kids, I smoked a lot of weed. They took weed away from me. So I don't have an outlet. So that means I'm gonna snatch your urethra out, because if you just, what? No, I'm not bright. I'm not bright. But I'll make sure you learn.
I mean, you got to make sure somebody's teachable too. You got to make sure somebody comes in and they're teachable. Everybody can't. I think the thing about it is everybody thinks that they're supposed to be a priestess or a priest or this and that may not be your place, and they get upset. People get upset. Yeah. They want their money back.
Or they want one crown, and it's someone else. I know people that, this is your crown. Oh, I don't want that one. well, this ain't pick a straw.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, I thought I was this one because I look like her. I look like this. And I'm like, okay. You know, a lot of people they underestimate. Like they'll say, oh, everybody wants to be Oshun. But I know a few people are like, oh, no, I don't want to be Oshun. I want to be Yamaya. I want to be Oya. Well, babes, it doesn't work that way. This is not McDonald's. You can't have it your way. But, you have people that do it.
I get so confused with that though, because I hear that a lot where they're like, I want to pick who has my head or who I'm crowned with. I'm like, who told you this? Who told you that you can come and do
Google.
that?
YouTube, Google.
Yeah.
Google and YouTube. And Wikipedia told them. And they believed it. Or listen, it was a girl, and I keep her post as a reminder for me for the rest of my life. She said, Oshun only gives to her light-skinned children. If you are dark-skinned and you do not bleach your skin for 5 years, you will suffer. I think I've seen that.
I think I've seen that.
But
you're on Facebook?
Yeah, I have the post. I'll post it on your page so you can see it. And I carry that with me in my phone because people really believe that. When I started, they told me I was Yamaya. Now, mind you, I love Yamaya. I'm a fed up with Yamaya all day. But they was like, oh, you can't be Oshun. You're not skinny. You're not light skinned.
Oh,
surprise! I am Oshun. I'm not Oshun, but I'm her child. So okay, but people will they fall in with the Hollywood version because you don't look like Beyonce, or Yamaya's children have to be big. They got to be thick. Oya's children got to be kind of crazy because it's the wind. And I'm like, where y'all get this from? But then when you start seeing on YouTube and you see the videos, you see the people that's not initiated, that they got mad for some strange reason. Like you said, they want to pick. I want to be a priestess. Not everybody that come through needs to be crowned. You might just need this Orisha to help save your life. You might just need your beads, and that's as far as you're going. Go back to church. There's Odus for that. Like they have their Bible, we have the Odu. That's our Bible. That's our way of leading us. So in Odu, it may come out like that. And they don't want that. They want to know, I need to be crowned. I need to be the great I am. I want men to fall at my feet. I want to be able to have all this money. Well, who you got that from? Charm. They got good writers because in real life, we don't have that. Like,
Charm.
No, what? Yeah, Charm or Bewitch or somebody like that.
If you say some type of program. Now, Mary Jackson wants to know, what do you do if your godparents are deceased?
Iba, first of all. Iba, now you there's a ceremony that takes place if you did that. And if you have your Orisha, you have your Santos, and you know how to throw to them, you can ask, or you can go and sit at the feet of a ruler, which I would say first and foremost, to figure out what path you can go. And then ask your Egun, where do I need to go? Because they ain't gonna guide you wrong.
True.
So that's how that works. It's just sad. I know how it is to lose a godparent, and it hit me hard. Like he's only been a year, 5 months, and he was. I remember meeting him and getting to read it. I didn't know him from a hole in the wall because I didn't know who a Babala was. I thought it was somebody's name, right? Because I wasn't raised in this religion. So when I sat down with him for a reading, he said, do you trust me? I said, man, I don't trust the ATM. I count my money when it come out of there. He started laughing. He was like, well, do you trust this? I said, with everything in my life. I said, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to. He said, let's rock and roll. And I have to say, for him, for those 3 years, he never gave me a reason to not trust him. When it came to him, not one reason. So that was cool. And he helped save my life because I didn't tell them that I was sick. And he didn't read me. He allowed my other godfather to read me. And they was like, you got cancer? And I was like, yeah. He said, Oshun is going to save your life. And they was doing that bullshit. I'm sitting there. Here I am, this big colored girl. I was weighing 380 pounds then. I'm sitting here looking at all these people take pumpkins and chickens and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck they get ready to do? What I decide myself up to? What's going on?
Ready to save your life.
What? But they did. They did. That's the one thing I will give him. My godfather, all of them. They didn't stop when it came to that part. That day, they all hands was on deck. So I was like, wow. So I am grateful. You know how you hear those stories when they go, people were initiated, to save their life. Well, I was. I really was. My god sister and them all chipped in. They all did what they had to do, and I'm here today. So I do.
Amazing.
And I have a twin, so it's two of us. When we got crowned, we're twins. We're the total opposite. We're mirror images. So you know how you hold your name up and the letters are backwards? That's me and her. You know what I'm saying? We're twins. They call us the Maguas, but we're twins. But if you see us and you be on one side of the room talking and you go over there and you be like, damn, I just felt like I was talking to you. And we met each other. We didn't even know each other that long. But when we was going in, Ocean was like, and the ruler was like, yo, they had to go in together or they wouldn't have got it done. So we're twins. Only thing is, my father is Ogun, her father is a Legua. But yeah, but we're twins. They call us the Maguas. We're definitely twins.
All right. I think there's another question somewhere. Let me see. Sharonda Brown Williams asks, if you have no interest in being a priest or a priestess, do you still get a godparent?
Yeah, you have beads. You have beads. There's ceremony where you have beads and your godparent. Listen, I know a few people that all they wanted was just beads and to learn the songs and go to the drum-ins, and that's it. They're good with that. I know people that have beads and they're good as spiritistas. They work misas like, and they don't want to go no further. They don't want to be crowned. They're like, look, I can't even take care of my children or fish. How I'm going to take care of some saints or something? I got a spiritual goddaughter. She'll tell you from the door. You tell me to light a candle, it'll never happen. That's why I got her. So, like I said, there's a job for everyone, but we just have to learn to be truthful and honest with ourselves. If you don't want to do it, then don't go for it, because it takes a lot. And it's a lot of dedication. So if you don't want to do it, it's nice to just have on beads. They have on beads. That's it. You wear your godparents' paths, and that's it. You come over, you give them, you give them offerings for their birthday, for their saints' day, and that's it. If you want to come and chill, if you're going through something, talk to their saints and go about your business. That's it. It works very well. Respect her. If that's what you want, respect you.
All right. Have your warriors.
Yeah. If she want to get her warriors, she can. I know people that don't even have that. All they got is beads, and they good with that.
Oh, okay.
And they'll run back to church. I got a god brother. He's in Palo, and he's a minister. What? He didn't want to go no further yet. He said, I'm good with right where I'm at. So, people, it's really what your egons, Alofi, your egons, your ancestors, your Ori, where it leads you. A ruler, look, you sit down, you get that reading. If this is what you're supposed to do, be happy. Shit. Less responsibility, less mess.
It's true. I think it's important that you listen to spirit, and a lot of people don't do that. They take it out. It's like I want, but you got to figure out why you want it, because it's going to be a lot of sacrifices that come with it. You got to make sure you want it.
People want, they be like, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this. Especially if they have enough. I always say, what's the use of having 50 chairs and you only got one ass? You ain't even gonna use all this stuff. Sit down.
Right.
Sit down.
So true.
Just be happy with what you got. Like, child, just some patience. I'm good. Shit, I waited 3 years to do mine. So, and you're supposed to do it in 3 months. I couldn't do it. So, now it's done. And I'm grateful each and every day.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, you followed the right path for you. You did. Like you say, sometimes it takes time. I think people have to understand you can't fast track this. You have family responsibilities, the financial responsibilities. I mean, people don't realize there's a lot of money and time that goes into initiations and going into our house. And some people can't do it in a year. Some people, really.
My godbrother had gave me $500, right, to help with the service. And I never forget, I had to get surgery. I had to get on my cervical, on my spine. And my son-in-law came to the hospital, because I told him, I said, when I get done, right, when I wake up, put my bracelets on. Because I was still a Yawa. I was still going through initiation. And I didn't wake up. I had to go to ICU. and his name is Purnell. On my page is Dre's Drizzle. And his job had called him and told him, you need to come in. He said, nah, my mother-in-law is not waking up. And it was like, well, you're not a doctor. You need to be here at work. And he was like, nah. So they fired him.
Oh, man.
Right? And he said, I don't care. I can't go home and tell my wife that her mother's dead. So the nurses told me. He never told me. The nurses told me they was crying. It was like, oh, because they thought he was my son. And I was like, no, he's my son-in-law. I was like, he's married to my daughter. And so the money I used that he gave me, I can't tell my grandkids y'all can't eat. The spirits know, the Santos know, the ego know. They know all the stuff you're going through. So everybody had this big thing of, well, Ifa Abeyo, no. See, I don't hide anything. So I said, and if they when it happens, it's going to happen at that time. Because if you keep on, people will have you bugging out, where you'll go through spiritual depression. And it's real. Because they'll tell you, you need money for this. You got to get this. You got to get this. And people will bug out. So I'm not allowing that no more. I've been down that road. And I used to always sit in the river and say to Oshun, you must gonna give me some God kids that's gonna go through some stuff, because I'm going through everything. And spiritual depression is real. People wanting, oh, I gotta get crowned. I gotta get this. I gotta receive this. Well, it's 2,000. It's 3,000. Oh, it's 7,000. And here it is, you mortgaging your house. You get ready to go out here and prostitute for this money. Like, people do. They go, because they get scared. They don't understand that, as a godparent, as a godparent, you, I don't know why everybody want to call me now. As a godparent, you got to work with your god kids. You got to do ceremonies. You got a lot to do. A lot.
You're right. I cried my way to Haiti. I ain't even gonna lie. I cried my way to Haiti. I was calling Papa every other day. I can't do it. I can't do it. And he would be like, yeah, you can. But when I got on that plane, I didn't have nothing left. I cried. I worked. I thought I was out of my mind. I probably did have a breakdown. I ain't even gonna lie. I probably did have a breakdown. That was, and it makes you even, question. Is this what I need to do?
Yeah.
And the ancestors came through at the end, and I was like, well, I guess we going. But you're right. I cried many a night. Papa will tell you, many a night.
Yeah, I had to go before my spirits, and I told them, I was like, if y'all want me to go through this, then I don't have no way right now. So there's gonna have to be a way to open. I talked to Papa Leg, but almost every Monday, because I went through Seventh Ted and then Serpuen, so I already had my altar set up. I already had the preliminary prayers and everything like that. So then when I talked to them, it was every Monday there was Legba. Saturday it was them, and then before I know it, boom, I went Asagwe. So you got to want it. They're gonna test you. They're gonna make sure.
Yeah, they're gonna test you.
Yeah, because the first thing they ask you is, how bad do you want it?
But Ifa, she touched on it because a lot of people don't realize that there's depression that hits you on the road. People don't talk about that. It's like, oh, I saved up money, I worked, and I initiated. They don't tell you that you're gonna break down, that you're gonna be working so much you can't spend time with your family because you're trying to get money. You get sick because you're working so much. So a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but people need to realize it's real. It's real. You got to take a step back. You got to take care of yourself.
Your family, and like you said, they don't want to talk about it because it's like an embarrassment, or because whoever. And I don't know who made this damn story, because I'm here to say no. Oh, people doing voodoo to you, so you can't get it. No, listen. I always tell people, y'all want to hurt Ifa Abeyo? Pray for me to hit the lotto. Just pray for me to hit the lotto, because the bitch is going. I'm going. I'll be like, 2 cards who? No, I'm on somebody's beach. Y'all want to hurt me? Pray for me to hit the lotto. Just pray for me a few millions. Not just 1 or 2. I say a few. Pray for me. Y'all want to really see me doing bad? Who wants to have all that money? Oh, I'll be so miserable. I'll be crying with $100 bills in my hand. Please pray for me to Delano. Just pray. Just pray for that. Y'all want to see me get in trouble. But you'll have these people where pride, ego. I can't tell nobody that story. People going to look at me. 3 years. I had a ceremony you're supposed to do within 3 months. And oh my God. Oh, when that came out. Oh, what? Ifa Abeyo didn't get it? No, 3 years. 3 years. Took me 3 years to finally have my saints and everybody in front of me. And you have people that were like, oh, you got to hurry up and do it. You got to hurry up. Then give me the money. Because I don't have 3,200 just sitting around. I don't. I ain't got it. It ain't even producing itself. So where it's coming from? Because you can't get blood from a turnip.
People automatically assume that spiritual workers, that money pours out the sky. You know, you work your stuff and your money pours out the sky, but you literally are tested by your spirits.
If you're not making your own candles, listen, Corona done closed all these shops. So if a candle was $5, it's going to go up to $95. Look, now if you're not making your own and you're buying, now, so where you think our money going? Candles, herbs, all this stuff ain't free. They just because we spiritual, we do prosperity, we do all these things. At the end of the day, we make it do. You know, yeah, ain't nobody telling me, oh my God, you filthy rich. No, then who you sold out on some real? We are just like y'all. We shit, sleep, eat, make money. We do what we have to do, but we make sure we take care of you. That's why I always tell people, people are people. Don't look at them. Look at their gift. Okay, they got a great gift. They out here, they helping you. They moving you from point A to point B. But when you spiritual, that ain't no job where you gonna go around and be this multi-million-dollar. Who? Where? Show me him.
Unless you get into church. Now, if you get into church, you might.
That's it. Shit. I'm in the wrong profession. I want to go with Jesus. So they take care of the pastor. They don't take care of the spiritual person.
That's
they take
true.
care of the pastor.
Can I get an amen? You're right.
We need a new song because you know how the pastor do. You want to be blessed, bring your tithes in your offering. Well, you want to get your doors open. Come bring your love offerings over here. Because they do that. We did. I went to Faith Tabernacle. We made sure pastor was taken care of.
How that song go? Offering in my hand.
There you go.
Give it to the Lord.
There you go.
The devil, he don't like it.
Sing it.
He said, I'm gonna get my blessing.
Hey,
I'm gonna get
I'm over here stomping.
My blessing.
There you go.
And then they kill it with yeah.
If you can't say amen, say ouch. Hey. Well, you was in church. I said, girl, I was an usher. I preached.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I did. I was the Faith Tabernacle. Ain't that something?
Yeah, God.
And I left. I said, how can y'all praise a homeless man on Sunday and disrespect one on Monday? I'm out. This ain't I sure did left. I left. I still go there. I love Pastor Robinson. And I used to, every time I walk in the door, he preached about me. I used to pay my tithes through food stamps when they had the books for EBT. Yes, I did. I put it in that damn collection plate like it was cash. How you doing? Y'all said give 10% of what I got. I only got EBT, Pastor. Here. That was that.
But you was doing it. You were still paying your time.
I was that person in the church. He'll tell you. Shoot. I said, one day I'm going to go there on a Sunday, and right when I walk in, he going to be like, we had a member here that would pay, and I'm a video and put it on live. I'm saying, I wouldn't lie. I pay my tithes with food stamps. Here, you better take this $50 book. You know how that take this book and buy them chickens back there for these people to eat. I ain't got no money. I know you lying. What? Pastor used to come out to the front. Sister, I know what I gave you. You got the $50. You better hold that book. Shoot. All them fives in there.
That go for about 8 cotton eggs. You better keep that.
Yes, it is, Joe. Keep that.
No, sure. 8 cartons of eggs.
8 cartons.
Back then, yes, it was.
Yes, 8.
My kids went to school. My kids went to church every day. Monday was prayer meeting. Tuesday was Bible study. Wednesday was, and I know if my son is online, he's going to laugh. Wednesday is when we feed the poor. Thursday was the drug and rehab. Friday was youth. Saturday was usher meeting and the youth choir. And Sunday was service. They went every day. Every day.
Church family.
Every day. I'll be right there. Every day. Faith Tabernacle. with Pastor Roberts, Solomon Roberts, and Mother Shepherd. I was there every day.
Lord, who wouldn't know? Look, even
No,
we
I
coming
know,
through.
right?
I
know. Now my brother's a pastor. We was just at his house right next to his church. We was just over there. I sure was.
What teachers think pastors pimps and hustlers? Oh, pimps and hustlers.
What? The pastors?
Yeah, that's what he said. It was pimps and hustlers.
They sure was. They sure was. They know how to get their money. Yep. As Reverend Ike used to say, God bless the dead. I want that money that fall. I don't need that money to make no noise. My aunt, let me tell you, I love my Aunt Pat. So back in the day when Reverend Ike had his church, he had designated seats. The $100 seats, the $50 seats, the $25 seats. So my Aunt Pat thought she could sit in the $500 seats because she had her mink coat. Then he confiscated and took it until she came back and brought them dice and got their offer. So this day I always crack jokes on her. Oh, you see your ass in Reverend Ike Church. Because he have all the cameras and stuff. And she walked through with her fur, honey. She walking through like she got it like that. He took that motherfucker. You gonna pay me my money. You sitting up here in these seats. She had to get her $500 to get her damn mink back. That she did. He didn't play. You gonna give him his money. I don't care. Ooh. And let him tell me I'm alive. Because I won. We was kids. We was cracking up. My Aunt Pat came to my mama's house. She said, girl, they done took my meat. She said, what Jesus need a meat for?
Oh God! Oh, damn! You got my eyelashes sticking together. I can't do it.
She made sure she paid that goddamn money. She got that damn meat back because he sure want to give it back. He used to see you that prayer club that he'd have sweated on, give you the prayer club for $100 to get you through. They give you that blessed water, get you going. Hell yeah, Reverend Ike back then. Yeah, but he'll tell you everything was in the P.O. box. You want that money that fall? Don't give him that money to make no change, to make no noise. He don't know what that is.
Or that little cross. That little cross he used to.
So they were pimps. They were. Look, Daddy Grace, back then. But y'all can't say nothing about the House of Prayer, so I ain't gonna be disrespectful. This story is on the internet. It's all over. So Daddy Grace had his church. All his church. He said, if I paint my church the color of the flag, do I have to pay taxes? They said no. So all his churches are painted red, white, blue. Look it up. Now he was a twin. And he told his congregation, when I die, I'm going to rise back. So his twin brother walked through the door. So to this day, yes, it is, honey. You better read about it, Daddy Grace. Yeah, honey.
Daddy Grace. You know I'm Googling. You know I'm going to.
You're going to sit there. You're going to say, what?
Oh.
And he had long white hair, long nails. Honey. And even to his churches now, you know how you go to church and they say, yes, Jesus loved me. They say, yes, Daddy loves me. What?
No, Ifa, really?
What? Baby, listen, New York and up here, I used to sit, my pops and them used to tell us all these stories. And I remember growing up and I was telling my godmother, I never forget. And she was like, that ain't real. She looked up, she said, God damn it. Daddy Grace, honey, you had it. But Daddy Grace is known also, all his kids, any kid that come through his church, they wind up going to college. He would take, back in the days when Harlem wouldn't allow Black people. My father was a drummer, so he played with a lot of people. And back then you couldn't eat at certain restaurants in Harlem because of your skin color. So Daddy Grace would take all of the stuff they'd leave out from the pig, from the delicatessens, and them women would go in there and cook. So Shirley, Caesar, everybody would go in there in Daddy Grace church and they'd get a meal. So even till this day, his church has got restaurants and baby, his food is good. Them old women back there, shit. Collard greens, cornbread, hog maw, shit, they got it all.
Everything.
Wow.
But Daddy Grace, he told me, he said, I'll be back in 3 days. And his twin brother walked through and people was fainting and everything.
That sounds like.
So he known for that. So back in the day, they are known for pimps and all that, but they did help the Black community. So what do? You look at his faults or you look at his accomplishment. You know what the old people say, at the end, I ain't trying to be perfect. I just hope that one day my good outweigh the bad. And that's how it goes. So I don't want to be perfect. I just want to make sure at the end, my good outweigh the bad.
There you go. That's all you can. It's all, babe. We coming to the end of this. How do people find you? How do they get with you?
Well, on Mondays, I am doing this thing called Get Mug Monday, and I interview males so this way they can give their story. So on Instagram, I am on with Love Supplies Botanica, or Ifa Abeyo 53 on Facebook. Ifa Abeyo, Love Supplies Botanica. I will be in Conjure, Omaha, with Izzy at the Conjure Shop on the 25th to the 28th. But we'll be down there for the meet and greet and all that. Me, Hoodoo, Sin Mose, Candela Cabisa, Dorothy Morrison, Tata Campo, Yvette the Motown Witch. So we'll all be down there. After that, I am back doing classes June 3rd. I know I'm doing it with Crows. I think that's your godbrother with TJ and them.
Yeah,
I'll be doing that. Yeah, I'll be doing that. And then after that, I'm going to take a hiatus. I tell you, Candela opened the doors for a lot of people. And listen, he making waves. So I'm going to take a hiatus for a few weeks and write this book and pen it out. And then I'll jump right back on and keep on going where I'm going. But yeah, I am. After I come back, I'm gonna go down to Atlanta, chill out with my brother, go give respect to Shango, Cabo Sile, him and Jay and all of them. And then I'll come back and I'm just going to pen the paper, right? Old school. I'm writing. And
listen, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you're coming out with. I really can't. I love you. I really do.
I love y'all. I love y'all.
Too. Love you.
Are y'all gonna be up there with Crystal too this year?
When?
Oh,
when she do the witches?
I don't know. I've been trying to contact her for the longest. So I'm gonna see if I can get.
I know she's busy because she did open a shop, right? So, and I know with the corona and all of that. But you know, we had fun though. We did. We had fun. We got stories because they didn't know about real quick Sweetie Day.
Oh,
Sweetie Day. I don't know about Sweetie Day.
So, for all those that don't know, y'all practice Valentine's Day, right? So you get some chocolate. Well, let me hook y'all up to Sweetie Day. Sweetie Day is the sweetest thing someone can do for you. So say your rent is due. Somebody will cash up you money to pay your rent because that's the sweetest thing we do for you.
Ooh,
I know. Look at that girl. You found Jesus. She went back. Sweetie Day is, what's your cash app, baby? Okay, go check it. And you got $5,000 in there. Sweetie Day is the sweetest thing to do. That means pay a car note, pay a bill, do something instead of giving me some goddamn chocolate. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I celebrate Sweetie Day. What we was talking about through the whole time. And Bonnie, because Bonnie lives down there. They do it in Detroit, Chicago. And she said, yeah, we celebrate. Because she had said, today is Sweetie Day. I said, yeah. So invest and start looking into Sweetie Day. It's really called the sweetest day. But look into
you know it. I'm gonna look. You know and I'm gonna look.
You gonna be like, we ain't celebrating Valentine's Day no more. I don't know damn chocolate. Sweetie Day is the sweetest thing someone can do for you. And the sweetest thing somebody do for me is put $5,000 in my Cash App or my PayPal or that. No, for real. You find people, random people that may like you and they see, and it's not you begging or anything. They just the sweetest thing I can do for you. And everybody gets girlfriend, baby mama, side piece, jump off. It ain't like Valentine's Day where we only talk about the wife. No, everybody get you my crush. Everybody celebrate Sweetie Day. Everybody. So when you start looking at Sweetie Day, you're gonna be like, you know, I celebrate in September, October. I don't do Valentine's Day. Yeah, but we had fun. We was out there. Oh my God, we partied. We had fun. We had to curse out the waiter.
Sure did. Had to curse out. Had to curse out the man.
We did. We came together, but we had fun. We did have fun. We did. Yeah, and then when we was in New Orleans, we had fun because we was all over. And then I walked and I didn't realize it was that hot. But then I met like 3 baby daddies, so I was really happy.
Oh my God, yeah, and they all look good too.
Yeah, from the
got a good eye. She got a good eye. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah.
we gotta do it again. We gotta do it again. Ifa. We gonna
then we was in Denver. Then we was in Denver. You know. So we was there and you know, we gotta get you to Denver. You gotta come to Denver. Sherwin, you gotta come to Denver so you can see. You have fun. It is. It's fun out there. It really is.
That was my first time going. He'll love it. He really will. He'll love it.
Yeah.
Chad was at the table. We was all having fun. What? We did.
Yep. I'm making my business all 2021. Every festival, you name it, we gonna have
going.
it.
Invite me to a bar mitzvah.
We gonna have it.
A funeral.
Whatever it is, you take it.
I'm going.
Having
tell me what the dress thing is, and I'm coming. I ain't turning down nothing.
Nothing.
But my collar.
Nothing.
I'm coming. Be like, girl, we having a baby shower. Okay, I'm coming. I don't give a fuck. This is my 7th baby. It's okay. I'm coming. I don't care. I'm coming. I've been inside too long and I like to travel. Shit, I'm out. I don't care what you got. Girl, we having a stripper party. I'm coming. I don't care. Invite me to everything. I'm coming. I'm coming
too.
Yeah. Remember, we were supposed to do the what we supposed to do? The Burning Man with Doc Bear.
Oh, that's right.
Or something like that. Well, I know that's canceled, but that's okay. Shit. Listen, even if they have a toy sex party, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming to everything. Count me in everything. I'm coming. I'm not. I don't want to be inside no more. I don't like being on punishment at all. I'm coming. So yeah.
Ifa, I love you. I love you, girl. You wow, but I love you.
I love you too.
I love y'all. I love y'all. So the next time we meet up, y'all know I'm doing a photo shoot. So be prepared. Bring some extra outfits, especially you, Sherwin, because I love when you bring his outfits.
Hey,
you know.
I got something ready right now.
There you go. There you go. He was by the car. Classic. So, and I got some new apps on my phone to take pictures. So yeah. I even got the portrait where it comes out and you can put different colors. You can even move you to different sceneries. Like I can have you stand in front of the ocean. Yeah, girl, I've been playing with this. So yeah. Even have it where, you know how you see the pictures and look like it's coming apart, like you're going in the wind and it's breaking down your picture. Yeah, I need to do all that. See, I need to have you in the store. I need to have you walking somewhere or by the water and you just come. Yeah. See, I got it in my head.
I'm there for it. You know me, I'm there. Whatever you tell me where to stand, what to do, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Watch. Y'all will be like, oh my God. Like, yeah, I got it. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Love you
Thank
too.
you. Thank you for having me. I love y'all.
Anytime. Stay safe, okay?
Yes, y'all too. I love
you too. Okay. Bye-bye.